when you're looking at the origin of the word prospecting, do you know that if you check prospecting dictionary, you most likely will not see sales prospecting, but you will see gold prospecting. And that's because sales prospecting is like gold prospecting. For example, right now, where you are, if you were told there was gold on that plot where you are right now, or in that office where you are right now, or maybe in your home where you are right now, there's gold on that plot, where would you start searching from? Gold prospecting demands that you will start searching from the beginning of the plots, gradually till you cover the entire plot. So gold prospecting will not jump into different locations and search at random. It will begin from a particular spot and gradually itch till it covers the entire plot. Why? So that he doesn't miss the gold at any point in time. Because if you search in methodological order, you will get to the gold faster. Or like if you search at random. Do you know that in sales is the same way? If you search for prospects in methodological order, you will get to the sale faster. And to begin searching for prospects in methodological order, you start by building what we call a prospect list. Building a prospect list. When you talk about building a prospect list, you always want to start from the known to the unknown. You want to start by selling to people you know, then gradually over time start to sell to people who you don't even know. So start with the known. Who do you currently know? Who do you have for your contact list? Can you come up with a list of contacts? Remember, I just said if you're searching for gold, you search in methodological order. If you're prospecting for business, you prospect to in the methodological order. Can we begin by checking, who's on my contact list? Can I have all the people on my contacts beginning with A's written down? All the A's. Can I write all their names down? Can I gradually move to writing all the B's, all the C's? Can I begin by looking at the first person on my contact list, A? Maybe his name is Abayomi. Abayomi, is he married? Abayomi, does he have siblings? Abayomi, who are his parents? Abayomi, where does he work? Can I schedule a meeting with Abayomi? Can I schedule a meeting with his parents? Can I schedule a meeting with him and his spouse? Can I schedule a meeting with his colleagues at his office? What am I doing? I am gradually going through my prospect list, searching for the next opportunity. Now, when you do this, when you come up with a list like this, the next thing you want to do is you want to get on a call with them. You want to get on the phone with them and book a meeting with them. You want to book a meeting with them. When you book a meeting with them, you want to go with your supervisor or with a colleague to that meeting. Now, how do you book a meeting? And you want to book a sales meeting, you want to give 2 dates. Oh, hi Abayomi, my name is Sandra. I currently work in XYZ organization. I want to show you what we currently do. Hope you don't mind. Can I come in for a meeting tomorrow 9 a.m. or do we do Thursday 2 p.m.? So what am I doing? I'm giving you 2 dates. I'm giving you the first day, a close day, a further day with 2 different times, and I'll allow you pick whichever one suits you. A lot of times we found that most times prospects always pick the further day, and even if they say something like, oh, I'm not available tomorrow or Thursday, however, I'll be available on Friday, they would always give you a third option. So if they're not available for any of the 2 dates you're recommending to them, they'll give you a third date. Unlike if you just ask, can you give me a time that's convenient for you? That would be so difficult. Chances of you getting a meeting for a time that's convenient for them will be so slim. And that could make you lose out on the opportunity of a meeting. In sales, when you can sell the appointment successfully, you most likely will be able to sell the products effectively. Because remember, if I can't get you to give me your time, just maybe 5 minutes, just maybe 10 minutes, I may not be able to get you to give me your money. Because if I'm faithful in little, if I'm faithful to get your time, definitely I will be able to get your money as well. So like I said, when you go for these meetings, go with your supervisors. And how do you engage when you get there? First things first, please be careful not to speak at the same time. If you're speaking, imagine if you go and meet Abayomi, just as an example, he's a relative, he's a friend. One of the benefits of going with a colleague or with a supervisor, at least he wouldn't feel it is another family meeting, he will feel like, well, okay, this is something serious. And when you go in for that meeting, you don't want to talk at the same time with your supervisor or talk at the same time with a colleague. You want to make sure that everybody speaks one at a time. Now, also you want to introduce your company in a compelling way. That's what we call an elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is a simple statement you use to introduce your organization such that it gets the prospect's attention. For example, you can say, oh, good afternoon, sir. I work with XYZ organization. We help our clients provide or preserve, protect, and multiply their wealth. We've done this for over 200 individuals. We're looking through our records and we realize we haven't done it for you. Can I walk you through what we've done for them so that I can see how it can be of help to you? Then the person says, all right, yes, I don't mind. Okay, can I ask you a few questions first? And says, yes, go ahead. So before you ask a prospect questions, ask for permission to ask questions. You don't just meet a prospect, even if it's a relative, and start asking questions. Just ask for permission so that they realize that, hey, you have the floor right now. It lets you take control of the conversation, and if you take control of the conversation, you can move to a close. Now, when you're asking questions, there are a few things you're going to be looking out for. Number one, you want to find out if they probably have a need for what you're trying to sell to them. You want to find out if they even have the resources or they are qualified to be able to pay for your products or services. You want to also see if it's even urgent for them at the moment. And it's only questions you can use to be able to decipher and get this information from them. After asking questions, you can then start to communicate the benefits and the features of what you sell to the prospects. Now, there's a difference between features and benefits, right? Features talk about what your product has. Benefits talk about what it can do for the prospect. So focus more on talking about how your product or how your service can meet their needs than just talking about what it has or what it can do.